So I'd like to read a poem from my new collection called Ianua, Day 0+3. It's one of a series of elegies that all start with Ianua, which is Latin for threshold. Ianua, Day 0+3. I take an inch of hair, cut from that subtle overlooked curve of bone behind the ear. The sound inside the room's quiet, like the tearing of grass, expansive and final. I take only what I can hold, like the soft white hair of a paintbrush in the plump ferrule I make of a forefinger and thumb. Because my father's hair is white, but not at all like snow, and nothing at all like ivory, the poverty of cliches, the dangers of living a life through language. So instead, let's say my father's hair is like the stems of marram, wet from a sudden squall of rain and whipped white by the wind in the light. Etchings on glass. And I think of Rubens choosing to render the flash of Delilah's doubt and regret, how in that endless moment, right before the cut, as the light from the lantern catches and holds on the fulcrum of the scissors pivot, we see in her face an echo of knowledge surfacing. It's too late. It's too late now. It's sunlight caught in play on the blade of a scythe. And Samson, of course, is sleeping, adorning the lap of his lover, unprotected by the shield of his own self-awareness. His beauty more astonishing because he is sleeping. And as his companions moil at the threshold of the chamber, the Philistine positions his scissors. But I have no doubt, and my father is not sleeping. He is visible from the waist up, lying in the silk-frilled mollusk of his coffin, and against the inside of my body, like a new lining, the pressed ache of grievance, that a stranger washed my father's hair, that a stranger washed my father's body. I want to unbutton his shirt. I want to unbutton it all the way and find in that shallow hollow where neck meets clavicle, the incision through which the stranger who washed my father's hair hooked a vein, then lifted it free, then bled this body. In the apex of the belly's apse, I'll find that chirp of a wound from the surgeon's needle, the button of the trocar, damage from the childhood injury that almost killed him, long weld of the scar from the bullet that should have. My father never could say why. On the banks of the Rhine, in the dawn of a late March morning, he unfolded himself from the dirt of his slip trench and became a man against the skyline. And in his heart, there is a wound like a mouth now, where no mouth should be. Lipless, a mouth without language. And to see that, to find what killed him, I'd be tender. No more violence, no more breakage. I'd open him up as if opening up a way through water, my palms moving through each glide and catch until I reach the heart's wrung meat beneath its thin slatted baldachin of bone. I look for the last time at the body of my father. I put away my small scissors. I walk from the room with my white brushstroke of hair.